Welcome, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something very real and very personal for millions of English learners around the world. Many people want to improve their English, but they have one problem that quietly destroys their progress. They are alone. No teacher to guide them, no friend to practice with, no English-speaking environment, no one to correct their mistakes. And slowly, they start believing a painful lie. Maybe I can't learn English. But listen carefully. Learning English alone is not a disadvantage. If you understand the right method, learning alone can become your biggest advantage. Because when you are alone, you have something powerful that most people don't have. Full control. You control your time. You control your pace. You control how many times you repeat. You control how simple or how difficult you want to go. You can practice without embarrassment. You can make mistakes without fear. And you can build a routine that is stronger than motivation, stronger than talent, stronger than confidence. In this video, I will show you exactly how to study English when you are alone in a way that is clear, practical, and life-changing. Not boring, not confusing, not like a school lecture. This will be a real system you can follow every day, even if you are a beginner, even if you feel shy, even if your English is broken right now. Stay with me, because the first step is the one that decides whether you will finally improve or keep starting and stopping forever. And subscribe if you want simple, practical English lessons that actually help you speak with confidence. Step 1. Build your private English world first. If you are alone, you must understand one truth. English will not enter your life by accident. You have to invite it in. You have to build a small English world around you, so English becomes normal, not special. Because when English feels special, you get nervous. But when English feels normal, you become confident. Most learners do this wrong. They study English for 20 minutes, then live the rest of the day in their comfortable language. That makes English feel like a subject, not a skill. And skills only grow when they become part of your daily life. So step 1 is not grammar. It is not vocabulary. It is not speaking practice. Step 1 is creating an environment where English is always around you, gently, daily, naturally. Let me explain exactly how to do that in a very practical way. 1. Change your phone into an English teacher. Your phone is the one thing you look at the most every day. So if your phone is in English, you will see English hundreds of times without extra effort. This builds familiarity. It removes fear. It makes English normal. Do these small changes. Change your phone language to English. Now you will see words like settings, battery, storage, display, notifications, Wi-Fi, update. At first, you may feel uncomfortable. That discomfort is good. It means your brain is adapting. Change your most used apps to English. Your phone menus become daily reading practice. You learn real-life words, not textbook words. Keep one English keyboard ready. So when you type anything, your brain starts thinking in English letters and patterns. These changes look small, but they work because they force your brain to see English without studying. 2. Create a small English space in your room. When you are alone, your room becomes your classroom. But not a boring classroom, a living English space. Pick one wall or one corner of your room and make it your English corner. You don't need to decorate it like a school. You only need 3 things: a notebook, a pen, a few paper notes. Now write and stick simple daily phrases you want to use in real life. Not big grammar rules, not difficult vocabulary, real phrases. Like, I don't understand. Can you say it again? Give me a second. Let me think. I'm not sure, but I'll try. Can you explain that in a simple way? I'm working on my English every day. When you see these phrases daily, your brain starts accepting them as normal. And one day, you will use them automatically. That is the goal. 3. Choose one English input source for your day. Many learners watch random English videos and get confused. They jump from one accent to another, one topic to another, one level to another. That creates chaos. Instead, choose one simple English input for your daily life. Only one. Keep it consistent for weeks. It can be one YouTube channel that speaks slow, clear English, one simple English podcast, one playlist of beginner conversations, one daily story series in simple English. The rule is simple. Same source, same style, every day. Consistency builds familiarity. Familiarity builds understanding. Understanding builds confidence. 4. Make English a daily habit, not a daily decision. When you are alone, the biggest enemy is not lack of partner. The biggest enemy is decision fatigue. Every day you think, should I study today? And your brain says, not today. So we remove that decision. Choose one fixed time, a small time, even 20 minutes, like 7:30 a.m. after waking up or 9 p.m. before sleeping. Now make it non-negotiable, like brushing your teeth. You don't ask yourself, do I feel motivated to brush my teeth? You just do it. English must become the same. Because when you're alone, discipline is your partner. 5. The most important mindset shift. You are not alone. You are in training. When you train, you repeat. When you train, you make mistakes. When you train, you feel uncomfortable. And that discomfort is not a sign you are weak. It is a sign you are growing. Because when English becomes part of your environment, you stop treating it like a test. You start treating it like life. And when that happens, everything becomes easier. Speaking, listening, reading, vocabulary, confidence. Step 2. Stop waiting for a partner. Start training yourself. If you keep waiting for a partner, you will stay stuck for years. Because the perfect partner usually never comes. You wait for a friend who speaks English. You wait for a teacher who gives time. You wait for a group that feels safe. You wait for someone who will not judge you. And while you wait, your English stays the same. So step 2 is a mindset shift, but it is also a practical training method. You stop saying, I need someone, and you start saying, I will train myself. Because fluency is not something someone gives you. Fluency is something you build inside you. When you train yourself properly, you become the kind of person people want to talk to. Confidence attracts conversation. Skill attracts opportunities. But waiting attracts nothing. Now I'll explain exactly how to train yourself alone in a way that actually creates speaking power. 1. Understand what a partner really gives you. People think a partner is magic, but let's break it down. A speaking partner gives you only 3 things. 1. A chance to speak out loud. 2. A chance to listen and respond. 3. A little pressure because it's real. That's it. So the question is not, where can I find a partner? The real question is, how can I create speaking practice, listening practice, and real pressure without a partner? And you can do it. 2. Start with the most important skill, speaking out loud daily. Most learners are not bad at English. They are bad at speaking out loud. They can understand some English. They can write a little. But when it's time to speak, their mouth feels locked. Why? Because they never trained their mouth. Speaking is a physical skill. Your tongue, your lips, your breath, your rhythm, your confidence. This is muscle training. So you need a daily speaking habit, even if you are alone. Every day, speak English out loud for 10 minutes. Not inside your head. Out loud. If you only do this one habit daily, your English will change. 3. The solo speaking method that works for beginners. You will follow a simple structure. Speak about what you are doing now. This is the easiest form of speaking practice. You don't need imagination. You don't need advanced vocabulary. You just describe your real life. Examples. I am sitting on my bed. I am holding my phone. I am drinking water. I feel tired today. I want to study English now. Your goal is not big sentences. Your goal is continuous speaking. When you speak like this daily, your brain starts building English automatically. Speak about your day like a story. Every night, speak for 2 minutes about your day. Use a simple structure. Morning, afternoon, evening, night. Like, in the morning, I woke up at 7. I washed my face and ate breakfast. In the afternoon, I worked and felt busy. In the evening, I came home and relaxed. At night, I am practicing English now. This trains your brain to speak in sequence. It creates flow. It removes pausing. Speak about your opinion. Many learners can describe things, but they can't express opinions. So add one opinion sentence every day. I think this is useful. I believe English is important. In my opinion, practice is the key. I feel nervous, but I will continue. Opinion speaking makes you sound more mature and natural. 4. Create pressure without a partner. The biggest benefit of a partner is pressure. When someone is listening, you feel nervous and you try harder. So we create safe pressure. Here are powerful ways to create it alone. 1. Record yourself. Recording creates pressure because you know your voice is being captured. Do this once a day for 2 minutes. Open your phone recorder and speak. Today I practiced English. I learned a few sentences. I made mistakes, but I did not stop. Then listen. At first, you may feel uncomfortable. That's normal. But after 2 weeks, your voice will become stronger. After 1 month, you will hear clear improvement. This is how you build confidence alone. 2. Speak in front of a mirror. A mirror feels like a real listener. Stand straight. Look at your face. Speak. Even if you feel silly, do it. Because the mirror trains your confidence, your eye contact, and your delivery. Many people fail not because of grammar, but because of weak confidence. Mirror speaking builds strong presence. 3. Time-based speaking. Set a timer for 60 seconds. For 60 seconds, you must speak without stopping. Even if your English is simple. Even if you repeat. The rule is no silence. This trains real fluency, because fluency means you can continue. Do this daily. 60 seconds becomes 90 seconds. 90 becomes 2 minutes. 2 becomes 5. 5. Use sentence building instead of word memorizing. When you're alone, the biggest mistake is memorizing lists of words. Words alone don't make you fluent. Sentences make you fluent. So every day, build sentences. Choose one simple pattern and use it for 10 sentences. Example pattern. I want to. Because. Now build. I want to learn English because I want a better life. I want to speak confidently because I feel tired of staying silent. I want to improve my vocabulary because I want to express myself. This builds grammar naturally. It builds speed. It builds speaking strength. 6. Replace. I need someone with I have a plan. When you say, I need someone to practice, you give your power away. When you say, I have a plan, you take your power back. And when you train daily, something interesting happens. You stop looking for a partner because you become your own training system. And then one day, when you finally talk to real people, you will not panic because your mouth will already be trained. Your brain will already be trained. Your confidence will already be trained. Stop waiting for someone to give you practice. Give yourself practice every day. Because the person who becomes fluent is not the person with the best teacher. It's the person who trains even when no one is watching. That is how English changes forever. Step 3. Build a 4-part daily study routine, alone but powerful. Most learners do this. They study English only when they feel motivated. Some days they do 2 hours. Then they stop for 10 days. Then they start again. And after months, they feel like nothing has changed. You stop studying randomly. You start studying like a professional. Not with long hours, with a daily routine that is small, clear, and repeatable. A routine that covers all the important parts of English in the right order without confusion. This routine has 4 parts. 1. Speaking. 2. Writing. 3. Listening. 4. Reading. If you do these 4 parts daily, your English improves automatically because you are training the complete skill, not just one piece. Now I will explain exactly how to do it in the most simple and detailed way. 1. Speaking practice. Alone, out loud, daily. This is where most learners struggle because speaking feels scary when you are alone. But speaking alone is actually easier than speaking with people because there is no judgment. Speaking practice has one purpose: to train your mouth to form English sentences without freezing. Start with real-life speaking. Every day, speak about what is real around you. Like what you are doing, what you see, what you feel, what you plan to do. Speak slowly. Do not rush. The goal is clarity. Example practice for one day. I am sitting on my chair. My room is quiet. I feel a little tired. Today, I want to improve my English. I will not give up. Speak these sentences out loud. Repeat each one 3 times. This trains your mouth. It builds confidence. Use the 2-minute talk method. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Choose one topic. My morning, my family, my job, my dream, my favorite food. A problem in my life. Why I want to learn English. Now speak continuously for 2 minutes. It does not matter if your English is simple. What matters is that you keep going. If you stop, you lose flow. If you keep going, you build fluency. After 2 weeks, increase it to 3 minutes. This is one of the fastest ways to build real speaking power when you are alone. Add 1 confident sentence daily. Before ending your speaking practice, say 1 strong sentence. I am improving every day. I can speak English. I am not afraid of mistakes. My English will change if I stay consistent. This is not motivation for the video. This is training for your brain. Because language is not only a skill, it is also belief. 2. Writing practice. Your private teacher is paper. Writing improves your English faster than people realize. Because when you write, you slow down. You think clearly. You see your mistakes. You build grammar naturally. You build sentence structure. When you are alone, writing becomes your best practice. Here is the best writing system. Write a daily micro-diary. Every day, write 6 to 10 lines about your real day. Keep it simple. Like, Today I woke up at 7. I felt sleepy. I drank tea. I went to work. I felt stressed. At night, I practiced English. Correct it using a correction method. If you have ChatGPT, paste it and say, "Correct my diary. Explain my mistakes in simple English." Then rewrite it in a natural way. Then do something most learners never do. Write the corrected version again in your notebook. When you rewrite corrections, grammar becomes memory. You stop making the same mistakes again and again. Collect your common mistakes. Every week you will notice patterns. Maybe you always confuse is and are, do and does, past tense, prepositions like in, on, at, articles like a, and the. Write these mistakes on one page titled, My Common Mistakes. This page becomes your personal improvement list. That is how writing becomes your teacher. 3. Listening practice. Train your ears. Build natural English. Most learners want to speak, but they ignore listening. That's a mistake, because speaking becomes easy only when your brain gets used to English sound. If your ears are weak, your mouth will be slow. So listening practice is not entertainment. It is training. Choose one listening source. Do not jump to new content every day. Choose one simple source for 2 to 4 weeks. Why? Because your brain needs repetition. If you change content daily, your brain stays confused. Use the repeat 1-minute method. Instead of listening for 30 minutes and understanding nothing, do this. Pick one short audio clip of 1 minute. Listen to it 3 times. First time, just listen. Second time, try to catch keywords. Third time, write down what you heard, even if it's not perfect. Then check the transcript or captions. This method is slow but powerful. It trains your ears like a gym trains your body. Start noticing patterns, not words. When you listen daily, focus on how people start sentences, how they connect ideas, how they use simple phrases again and again, how they show emotion in voice, how they pause naturally. Listening trains your brain to speak with rhythm, not just grammar. That's how you stop sounding like a textbook. Reading practice. Build vocabulary and sentence power. Reading is where you steal English from the world. When you read, you build. Vocabulary. Grammar patterns. Sentence structure. Speaking confidence. But reading must be done correctly. Here is how. Read small, not big. Many learners buy huge books and quit. Instead, read small pieces daily. Short stories, short articles, conversation scripts, simple blogs. Your goal is daily reading, not big reading. Read aloud for 5 minutes. This is very important. Reading silently helps understanding, but reading aloud helps fluency. When you read aloud, your mouth learns sentence flow. Your pronunciation improves. Your confidence grows. You learn natural rhythm. Read slowly, clear words, no rush. Collect useful sentences, not just vocabulary. When you find a sentence you like, write it in your notebook. Example: I was nervous, but I decided to try. I didn't understand at first, but I kept learning. Then use it in your own speaking practice. This is how reading turns into speaking. If you are a beginner, start with speaking, 10 minutes. Writing, 10 minutes. Listening, 15 minutes. Reading, 10 minutes. Total, 45 minutes per day. If you can do more, you can increase slowly. But the real goal is not time. The real goal is consistency. Because 45 minutes daily for 6 months beats 3 hours once a week for 2 years. This routine works because it trains English from all sides. Speaking trains your mouth. Writing trains your structure. Listening trains your ears. Reading trains your input. Together, they create fluency. If you do this daily, your English will improve even if you are alone. because your routine becomes your partner. Step 4. Use ChatGPT as your 24/7 teacher. If you are learning English alone, the biggest problem is not motivation. The biggest problem is feedback. When you study alone, you keep asking yourself questions like, am I saying this correctly? Is my grammar wrong? Is this sentence natural? What should I say instead? How do native speakers actually say this? How do I practice speaking if no one is listening? And when you don't get answers, you get stuck. You repeat the same mistakes for months. You lose confidence. You stop. Treat ChatGPT like a teacher, not a search box. If you only ask ChatGPT meaning of this word and then close it, you're using it like Google. That is not enough. Instead, talk to it like a real teacher. Tell it your level. Tell it your goal. Tell it what you want to practice today. Tell it to correct you strictly. Tell it to keep the conversation going. When you do that, ChatGPT becomes a learning partner, not just a tool. Here is the exact message you should send at the beginning of your journey. Hi ChatGPT, I am an English learner. My level is beginner. I want to speak fluent English. Please teach me in very simple English. Correct my mistakes. Explain my mistakes clearly. Ask me questions so I can practice speaking. Make a daily plan for me. That one message turns everything on. Now let's go deeper. 1. Use ChatGPT to correct your English instantly. Correction is where learning becomes permanent. Most learners practice the wrong sentence again and again. They get used to wrong English. Then they feel stuck. So you need to correct your sentences every day. Here is how to do it. Correct my sentence, then explain why you write one sentence. Then you ask, correct my sentence. Explain what was wrong in very simple English. Give me 3 more example sentences like this. You write, he go to office every day. ChatGPT corrects. He goes to the office every day. Then it explains simply. With he or she / it, use goes, not go. Then it gives examples. She works here. He plays football. It looks good. This is how grammar becomes clear without memorizing rules. Make it natural, like a native speaker. Even when your sentence is correct, it may sound unnatural. So use this prompt. Is this sentence correct and natural? If not, rewrite it in a natural way. Give me 3 natural alternatives. Like, I am having confusion. ChatGPT will tell you natural English. I'm confused. I'm not sure. I don't understand. This single habit can upgrade your English very fast. 2. Use ChatGPT to practice speaking when you are alone. Most learners cannot speak because they have no speaking environment. ChatGPT can create that environment. You tell ChatGPT to act like a person, and you respond like it's real. Use this prompt. Let's do speaking practice. Ask me 1 question at a time. I will answer. Then correct me and ask the next question. Keep it simple. Now ChatGPT becomes your speaking partner. It asks, what did you do today? You answer in your own words. It corrects gently. Then it asks, what will you do tomorrow? You answer. It corrects again. This creates real speaking training. And the best part is, you can practice without fear. You can take time. You can ask for simpler questions. You can repeat. You can ask it to slow down. You control everything. That's why it's powerful for learners who are alone. 3. Use ChatGPT for role plays that build real-life fluency. Roleplay is one of the fastest ways to prepare for real conversations because it gives you ready sentences for real situations. Use this prompt. Let's roleplay. You are the waiter and I am the customer. Speak like real life. correct my mistakes and teach me better sentences. Or, you are the interviewer and I am applying for a job. Ask me questions. After each answer, correct me and give me a stronger answer. Or, you're a tourist and you ask me for directions. Teach me how to respond naturally. These role plays build your survival English, your confidence, and your speed. When you face that situation in real life, you won't freeze because you already practiced it many times. 4. Use ChatGPT to build a daily vocabulary system without confusion. Many learners try to memorize 20 words and forget them. A better method is learn small, use immediately, repeat often. Here's the best vocabulary prompt. Give me 5 very common English phrases for daily conversation. For each phrase, give meaning in simple English and 2 examples. Then ask me to make my own sentences using them and correct me. This does 3 important things. 1. It teaches useful phrases, not rare words. 2. It forces you to use them, so they enter your memory. 3. It corrects your usage, so you learn properly. 5. Use ChatGPT to fix your biggest weakness, pausing and thinking. Most learners pause because they translate in their head. So train your brain to respond faster. Use this. Ask me 10 simple questions. I will answer quickly. Keep the questions easy. Correct my answers. Then ask me the same questions again, but faster. This creates speed training. Your brain learns to answer without thinking too much. You stop freezing. You start flowing. 6. Use ChatGPT to explain grammar in the simplest way. Many learners hate grammar because it feels complicated. But grammar is not difficult when it is explained properly. Use this. Explain this grammar rule in the simplest way possible. Use easy words. Give me 5 examples from real life. Then give me 5 practice questions and check my answers. This turns ChatGPT into a grammar tutor. And the best part is, it adapts to you. If you say, I still don't understand, it can explain again in a different way. A book cannot do that. A video cannot do that. 7. Use ChatGPT to create a complete daily plan for you. If you want ChatGPT to become your teacher, you must give it a clear job. Ask it. Make me a daily English plan for 30 days. I study alone. My level is beginner. I want speaking fluency. Give me daily tasks for speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Keep it simple and realistic. Now you have a roadmap. You stop feeling lost. You stop jumping from one thing to another. You follow the plan. This is how real progress happens. ChatGPT is powerful, but only if you use it consistently. If you open it once a week, nothing changes. But if you use it daily, even for 20 minutes, it becomes your private classroom. And slowly, something changes inside you. You stop being afraid of English. You stop being confused. You stop depending on motivation. You become disciplined. And discipline creates fluency. Step 5. Track your progress. Most people don't do this. I'm going to say something very clearly. Most English learners do not fail because they are bad at English. They fail because they feel like they are not improving. They study for weeks. They practice for some days. They try hard, but they don't see progress. And when you can't see progress, your brain starts saying, this is not working. I'm still the same. I'm wasting time. I'll start again later. That is exactly how people quit. So this step is not a small step. This step is a survival step. Tracking progress keeps you alive in the journey. It protects your motivation. It gives you proof. It shows you your growth. And it removes the biggest danger in learning alone: doubt. First, understand what progress really looks like. Progress in English is not one big moment where suddenly you speak perfectly. Progress is quiet. It looks like you pause less. You understand more words. You can speak longer sentences. You feel less fear. You correct yourself automatically. You respond faster. You stop translating so much. You start using natural phrases. These are the real signs of progress. But if you don't track them, you will not notice them. That's why tracking is powerful. 1. Record your voice once a week. This is the strongest proof. If you want the clearest proof of your progress, do this. Record your voice. Once a week. Same day, same task, same time length. For example, every Sunday night, record a 2-minute audio, like, how was my week? What did I do today? Why am I learning English? What problems am I facing? Now here is the important rule. Do not try to sound perfect. Speak naturally at your current level. Make mistakes. Pause, continue. Because this recording is not for the world. This recording is for your growth. Now after 4 weeks, listen to week 1 and week 4. You will notice you speak faster. You speak with more confidence. Your sentences are longer. Your pronunciation improves. Your brain works faster. This is proof, real proof. And when you have proof, you don't quit. 2. Keep an English scoreboard. Simple but powerful. Many learners think tracking means complicated charts. No, tracking can be very simple. Take one notebook page and create this scoreboard. Daily. Speaking minutes today. Writing done. Yes or no. Listening done. Yes or no. Reading done. Yes or no. That's it. Why is this powerful? Because it keeps you honest. Even if your English is not perfect yet, you can say, I studied today. That builds identity. You stop being a person who wants to learn English. You become a person who does English daily. That mindset creates results. 3. Track your common mistakes list, so you stop repeating the same errors. When learners don't track mistakes, they repeat them for years. So create a page titled, My Repeated Mistakes. Every time you notice a mistake, write it like this. Wrong. He go, correct, he goes. Example, he goes to work every day. Or wrong. I am boring, correct? I am bored. Example, I am bored because this is slow. Now review this mistake page once a week. This does something powerful. It makes your weak points stronger. And when your weak points become strong, your confidence grows. 4. Track your vocabulary in the right way, not big lists. Most learners make long vocabulary lists and never review them. Instead, track vocabulary like this. Create a page called My Daily Useful Phrases. Every day, write only 3 phrases. I'm not sure. Let me think. Can you repeat that? Then write 1 example sentence for each. That's enough. After 30 days, you will have 90 real phrases. And these phrases are not random. They are useful in real speaking. This builds real fluency. 5. Track your listening improvement with a 1-minute test. This is a powerful method for listening progress. Once a week, choose a 1-minute English audio clip. Do this. Listen once and write what you understand. Listen again and write more. Then check the captions or transcript. Now write your score. Words I understood. Main idea, yes or no. Confidence level, 1 to 10. After 4 weeks, you will see your improvement clearly. You will understand more. You will feel stronger. And again, proof prevents quitting. 6. Track your confidence, not just your grammar. English progress is not only language, it is courage. So track confidence too. Every week, write answers to these questions. Am I less afraid to speak? Do I try more? Do I recover faster when I make mistakes? Do I pause less? Do I feel proud of my effort? Even if your grammar is still improving, your confidence may already be stronger. And confidence is what creates real speaking. Step 6. Don't try to be perfect. Try to be consistent. You can have the best routine. You can have ChatGPT as your teacher. You can track your progress. You can practice speaking alone. But if you are chasing perfection instead of consistency, you will stop. And most learners stop not because they are weak, but because they are trying to be perfect too early. They want perfect grammar, perfect pronunciation, perfect vocabulary, perfect sentences, perfect confidence. And when they don't get it fast, they feel disappointed. So they say, "I'm not ready. My English is still bad. I'll start seriously next month. I need to improve more before I speak." And this thinking quietly destroys progress. So listen carefully. Perfection is slow. Consistency is powerful. Perfection says, "I will speak when I am ready." Consistency says, "I will speak until I am ready." And only one of these creates fluency. When you try to be perfect, you overthink every sentence. You are afraid to speak. You hesitate. You translate too much. You compare yourself with advanced speakers. You feel embarrassed when you make mistakes. And slowly, you speak less and less. Perfection creates fear. Consistency creates courage. Let me explain something very clearly. Fluent speakers are not perfect speakers. They make mistakes. They forget words. They correct themselves. They use simple language. But they keep going. Fluency is not perfect grammar. Fluency is continuous communication. So if you are waiting to become perfect before speaking, you will wait forever. The real goal is not perfect English. It is daily English. If you practice English 20 minutes every day for 6 months, your level will change. Even if you make mistakes every day, you forget words, you feel slow, you feel uncomfortable. Because the brain changes through repetition, not perfection. Language is not learned in one big moment. It is learned in small daily actions. One speaking session, one diary entry, one listening practice, one corrected mistake. And these small actions look boring. But boring actions repeated daily create powerful results. Imagine you improve only 1% every day. That sounds small, but after 100 days, you are not 100% better. You are completely different. Your thinking changes. Your speed changes. Your confidence changes. Your sentence structure changes. Your pronunciation changes. But this only happens if you show up daily. Consistency is not exciting. It is quiet. It is simple. It is repetitive. But it works. You do not need to be perfect to speak. You do not need perfect grammar to communicate. You do not need perfect pronunciation to be understood. You only need courage to continue. And courage grows through daily action. So choose this. Not perfect English, but daily English. Not flawless sentences, but fearless practice. If you stay consistent, fluency is not a question of if. It is only a question of when. And that is how English changes forever. If you are learning alone right now, remember this. You are not behind. You are not weak. You are in training. Stay consistent. Show up every day. Speak even when it feels uncomfortable. One day you will look back and realize the person who struggled alone became the person who speaks with confidence. Start today. Don't stop.